Over 26,000 abuse-related pregnancies in Texas since abortion ban. Cause and effect, consequences, if you will. A newly published statistic shows the number of abuse-related pregnancies after Texas's restrictive abortion law took effect. It's being kind to just call it restrictive, right? Study published Wednesday in the Journal of American Medical Association shows that there were an estimated 26,313 rape-related pregnancies during the 16 months after Texas outlawed almost all abortions. Texas has the highest estimate among the 14 states with total abortion bans, though Texas also has the largest population, according to the study. Texas's abortion law does not offer any exceptions for survivors of rape or incest. ABC 13 News with the details. According to our partners at the Houston Chronicle, researchers estimate that there were 519,981 rapes associated with 64,565 pregnancies during the 4 to 18 months after states implemented total abortion bans following Roe v. Wade being overturned in June 2022. Of the pregnancies, an estimated 5,586 occurred in states with exceptions for rape and 58,979 in states with no exceptions. At 2023 Texas Rally for Life event, Texas's Governor Greg Abbott said, "With your help, we've made transformational changes in Texas law last session, life-saving changes. We promised we would protect the life of every child with a heartbeat, and we did. Just not the ones crossing the border with that razor wire." Disclaimer, it's not part of his statement. "I signed a law doing exactly that. We passed a law that bans mail-order abortion drugs in Texas. We promised that if Roe v. Wade was overturned, abortions would be banned in Texas. It was overturned, and I signed a law that bans abortions in Texas." Texas total is almost as many rape-related pregnancies as the next 6 states combined. Missouri, 5,825. Tennessee, 4,990. Arkansas, 4,660. Oklahoma, 4,530. Louisiana, 4,290. Alabama, 4,130. Researchers said they could not analyze trends over time, so it's not clear if the estimates represent an increase from previous years. Okay, Rayyvana. Texas, according to Greg Abbott, the governor, all about life. This is about life. Never mind if you've been raped, incest. Your body is rejecting the pregnancy. Your life is at risk. Texas cares about life.
Texas cares about life so much that they're defending their right to murder people at the border with razor wire. And by just shooting them, it's phenomenal. Leading up to the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and as the states in post overturning of Roe v. Wade, states were passing these arcane, draconian anti-abortion laws, and they were promising us that people who get abortions because of rape are just a tiny fraction of people. Well, I happen to be in that supposed tiny fraction of people, and I think my story matters. And I think the stories of women just like me matter. And I think the stories of the thousands of women in the state of Texas who were denied an abortion and forced to carry their rapist's baby to term, forced to raise a child that was the result of a horrific crime committed against them. I think their stories matter, but people like Greg Abbott don't care about the lives of these women. They don't care about women, and that is evidenced by the fact that Texas has a massive backlog of untested rape kits. What Greg Abbott's response to that was saying, well, the state's gonna use the death penalty against rapists. Well, great. That doesn't do a goddamn thing to prevent the rape from happening in the first place. And you've ensured that the conditions for the survivor are going to be as cruel and inhumane as possible, that her treatment is going to be as horrendous as possible, and that you won't see any humanity in her as an individual. But this is exactly what we were saying. This is exactly what women, what advocates for abortion rights. We're fighting for what we were telling people was going to happen. This is what the Republicans promised wouldn't happen. And here it goes. Here it's happened. And just imagine, but we give the number of people who were the victims of rape that resulted in pregnancy. Not all of them were women. Some of them were girls. Some of those people aren't even 18 years old, and they are going to be forced to carry a pregnancy to term and be a baby, raising a baby that they didn't want, that they didn't ask for, that was quite literally forced upon them and then forced on them again by the state. It is despicable and disgusting.
But Rayyvana, Texas cares about babies. That's what this is. But so what it really means is you're right. They knew all this. All of this was presented to them, these scenarios that turned into reality. And they had advocates, surrogates, I'll call them, who went and made all the talk shows. And well, some of the journalists tried harder than others to hold them accountable, but they lied. They said, no, none of that's going to happen. Okay? These are the same people that hey, keep your doctor if you want, like your doctor. Remember how they were just all breathing down Obama's neck? You said you keep your doctor, you can't keep your doctor. You said this wouldn't happen. And now it's happened. More of these pregnancies than all the other abortion ban states combined. I'm done saying Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, who hurt you and what's wrong with you. And I did that a few times over the years. It doesn't matter what's wrong with him and others who don't want to listen to anything. They want to talk past things. Because by the way, there's one side who's not saying total abortion up until the pregnancy is ready to be delivered. No one's saying that. Stop it. And newsflash for you, I haven't met a woman who enjoys abortion and just loves abortion and thinks abortion is terrific. It's medically necessary. Abortion is a right to a human being and their body, okay? It's a medical option. And if we could change things so these men like Greg Abbott could be the ones that could carry a baby to term, maybe we'd get somewhere because you're just talking past. You're just talking past. Nobody is raising their hand, jumping up, saying, please, I think I'd enjoy an abortion today. Okay? Like when a child is raped, like when a woman's body is rejecting the pregnancy, when her life is dependent on the abortion. It's necessary. So knock off the welfare queen type nonsense that you're spewing. It's necessary for women of all economic levels, although I notice some at the top don't have to go through this, right? They just get on their private jet or go. I'm sure some of the people who are marching against abortions, they'll call themselves pro-life, but come on, I mentioned the razor wire and the migrants, right? I'll give you the last word, Rayyvana.
I'll just say that when I'm really lucky to live in a state that values women's rights, that protected abortion in our Constitution. So I wasn't forced to, my life I wouldn't have been able to achieve any of the things I've achieved if I wasn't able to have what I believe was a medically necessary abortion. It was a personally necessary abortion, and I shouldn't have to, and no woman should have to justify that. No woman should have to, while dying in a hospital, wait for a legal team to determine if she's dying enough to get an abortion, because we've seen it happen before. That legal team is not a medical team. They're not a team of experts. The doctors who are the experts have decided it's necessary, but she can't get the procedure she needs immediately. No child, no baby in this country should be forced to raise a baby. And we've got to call out, we've got to call the supposed pro-life movement what it is. They're pro-forced birth. They don't care about life. These are the people defending the death penalty. These are the people defending their right to kill somebody for disagreeing with them. They're defending the right to kill people for crossing the border. They don't value life. They don't value the lives of women. That's been clearly proven, but they don't value life overall. And they don't have the right to refer to themselves as pro-life.
Wow. I suspect that no matter how much data is compiled, statistics are released, there's some people who are just going to dig in and they don't care about the facts. Just like they don't care about an 8-year-old little girl who needs an abortion because she's been raped, violated. Okay? They don't really care about you. And that's just the way it is.